Hey there, alien enthusiasts, and welcome back to the True Alien Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Smith, and I'm so glad you could beam down with us today for another paranormal probe into the unexplained. Each day, we're taking you on a journey through all things extraterrestrial, from close encounters to those UFO sightings to mysterious cryptids like Bigfoot. So strap yourselves in, hit that subscribe button, and prepare for some seriously strange and captivating tales from the fringe. And hey, don't forget to rate the show. We need all the help we can get out here in the cosmic wilderness. And joining me on this interstellar expedition is the brilliant astrophysicist and our resident expert, Julia Jones. Julia, thanks for joining me again on this wild ride.
Thanks for having me, Adrian. Tonight's story is a chilling one, a real head-scratcher that'll leave you staring up at the night sky with a newfound sense of wonder, and maybe a touch of trepidation.
Ooh, I love a good dose of existential dread with my morning coffee. But before we go full-blown alien invasion panic, let's set the scene. We're heading out to the vast and desolate plains of a Wyoming ranch. Picture wide-open spaces, star-filled skies, and the kind of silence that makes you feel both connected to nature and utterly alone. Enter our protagonist, a rugged rancher named Red. He's the kind of guy who's more comfortable with a rifle in his hand than a smartphone. Now, Red just wants a peaceful retirement, tending to his sheep, maybe enjoying a cold beer under the Wyoming sunset. But peace, my friends, is a fragile thing. One night, everything changes. A blinding flash of light pierces the darkness, followed by a deafening boom that shakes the very foundation of Red's ranch. He rushes outside to find a scene that would make even the most skeptical rancher question their sanity. A massive crater in his pasture, glowing with an otherworldly red light. And the sheep. Well, let's just say they won't be winning any beauty contests anytime soon.
It's the classic setup for a sci-fi thriller. The ordinary world colliding with the extraordinary. The familiar suddenly made strange, and it immediately sets a tone of unease and suspense. The listener is right there with Red, trying to grasp the enormity of what's happening.
Right, it's like stepping into one of those old Twilight Zone episodes where you know things are about to get weird. But the drained sheep, that detail, really amps up the creep factor.
Yeah.
It's not just a predator attack, it's something far more sinister, something that sucks the very life force out of its victims. Now, Red, being a man of action, decides to call in the cavalry, but instead of a posse of cowboys, he reaches out to his old friend Lucy, an astrophysicist who just might be able to shed some light on this cosmic mystery.
The classic pairing of the pragmatist and the scientist. It makes you wonder in a situation like this, would you cling to logic and reason, or would you embrace the possibility of something truly extraordinary? And perhaps more importantly, is there even a distinction between the two in the face of the unknown?
Existential crisis averted. But you're right, it's a fascinating dynamic, the skeptic forced to confront the unexplainable. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Red's feeling this growing sense of unease, this nagging suspicion that something's not right. It's like the very air is charged with a sense of foreboding. He decides to unlock a room in his house that's been sealed off for years, a room filled with his grandfather's belongings, and inside he finds a treasure trove of strange artifacts. Ancient maps covered in cryptic symbols, a faded journal filled with unsettling entries, and an old military canteen with a bullet hole right through it. And then there's the pendant, a simple silver circle etched with a four-pointed star, a family heirloom passed down through generations. It's a small detail, but it hints at something deeper, something connected to Red's past, something that might hold the key to unraveling this mystery.
This is where the story starts to layer on the intrigue. It's not just about an isolated event, it's about a legacy, a history of encounters with the unknown that stretches back generations. It makes you wonder what secrets have been passed down through Red's family, and is this current event connected to those secrets in some way?
Ooh, spooky family secrets and ancient alien conspiracies.
Hmm.
I'm already hooked. But just when you think things couldn't get any weirder, there's a knock at the door. It's Sheriff Tom Granger, a good old boy with a badge and a worried look on his face. It seems news travels fast in these small towns, and the sheriff's heard about the strange goings-on at Red's ranch. But what really brings him to Red's doorstep is something far more personal. His daughter, Maybelline, has gone missing.
The disappearance of Maybelline is a brilliant plot device. It injects an immediate sense of urgency and raises the stakes for everyone involved. It's no longer just about a weird crater and some unfortunate livestock. It's about a missing person, a daughter lost in the midst of this unfolding mystery.
Yeah, things just get real. Suddenly, it's not just a sci-fi adventure. It's a race against time to find Maybelline before something terrible happens to her. Red, the sheriff, and Lucy, our intrepid trio, decide to investigate the crater and the surrounding area, hoping to find some clue as to what's going on. They discover a trail of this bizarre, altered earth, Like the very ground itself has been corrupted by some unseen force leading up into the Bighorn Mountains. And that's where they stumble upon something that will forever change their understanding of reality.
The altered Earth is a fascinating detail. It suggests that whatever is behind this is not simply visiting our planet, it's altering it, changing it at a fundamental level. It raises questions about the very nature of reality and the limits of our perception.
Right. It's like something out of a Lovecraftian nightmare. The very fabric of reality unraveling before their eyes. And what they find at the end of that trail is far more terrifying than anything they could have imagined. Not a spaceship, not a typical alien base, but something far more unsettling. It's described as a wound in reality, a swirling vortex of darkness, pulsating with that same eerie red glow they saw in the crater. And surrounding this vortex are these grotesque creatures, part twisted animal, part machine, all nightmare fuel.
What's truly fascinating here is how the story subverts the typical alien invasion trope. It's not about conquest or colonization, it's something far more insidious, something that's corrupting the very essence of our world, turning it into something.
Yeah, it's like they're not just invading our planet, they're invading our reality. And then, to make matters worse, they discover the missing sheep. They're not just dead, they've been woven into the structure of this alien thing. It's a gruesome and unsettling image that underscores the horrifying nature of this threat. And the question that hangs heavy in the air, is Maybelline trapped there too? We're left with our heroes facing an unimaginable threat, the fate of a young woman hanging in the balance, and the chilling realization that reality itself might be more fragile than we ever thought. But how will they fight back against something so powerful and unknown? And what role will that mysterious pendant play in the unfolding events? We'll have to find out in part 2. Don't go anywhere. Things are about to get even weirder.
Welcome back to the True Alien Podcast, where we're knee-deep in a paranormal mystery that's got us questioning the very fabric of reality.
I'm still reeling from that whole wound in reality thing. It's like something straight out of a Lovecraftian fever dream. And I'm not sure I'm ready to wake up just yet.
It's a powerful image, and it speaks to our deepest fears about the unknown. What if the reality we perceive is just a thin veil, easily torn by forces beyond our comprehension?
Okay, now you're just messing with my head. But before we spiral into an existential crisis, let's get back to our heroes. Last we left them, they were facing off against these grotesque creatures. With the fate of Maybelline hanging in the balance, what happens next?
Well, Red, being the man of action that he is, isn't about to stand around and wait for these creatures to make the next move. Remember that pendant his grandfather gave him? The one with the 4-pointed star? It starts to glow with an intense heat. But it's not burning him, it's like it's channeling some kind of energy, empowering him.
Ooh, I love it when ancient artifacts come with hidden powers. It's like a cosmic cheat code for fighting off interdimensional invaders. But what does he do with this newfound power?
Armed with his grandfather's hunting knife and fueled by this mysterious energy, Red charges toward the heart of the alien nest. It's a desperate, almost suicidal move. But something tells him he has to destroy those pulsating fleshy pods, the eggs, as the story calls them.
Wait, so he's just going to go all Rambo on these alien eggs. Is that really going to work? I mean, these creatures are clearly technologically advanced. They literally warped reality to get here. What's a hunting knife going to do?
That's the beauty of this story. It's not about brute force or advanced weaponry. It's about something deeper, something primal, something connected to Red's heritage and this mysterious pendant. As Red attacks the eggs, they don't burst or splatter. They simply collapse like deflated balloons, as if he's disrupting their energy source.
Okay, now that is just plain cool. It's like he's tapping into some ancient power, some bloodline magic that these creatures are vulnerable to. But what about Lucy and the sheriff? Are they just watching from the sidelines?
Not exactly. Well, Red is waging his one-man war on alien eggs. Lucy is busy trying to understand the technology behind this wound in reality. She's an astrophysicist, remember? She's all about unraveling the mysteries of the universe. And the sheriff, well, he's a man of the law, and he's not about to let these creatures get away with kidnapping his daughter, so he joins Red in the fight, drawing his weapon and firing on these otherworldly beings.
It's like a cosmic Wild West showdown. The rancher, the scientist, and the lawman against an army of interdimensional invaders. But are they making any headway? Or are they just delaying the inevitable?
Well, they're definitely outnumbered and outgunned, but they're fighting with everything they've got. Remember, this is a story about human resilience, about our ability to adapt and fight back even in the face of overwhelming odds. And it's also a story about the power of human ingenuity. Lucy, after studying the alien tech, discovers a way to disrupt their communication signals, turning their own technology against them.
Now, that is just brilliant. It's like she's hacking into their alien mainframe and turning their own weapons against them. It's a classic sci-fi trope, but it never gets old.
Exactly. It's a testament to the power of the human mind to understand and manipulate even the most advanced technology, even if it's of extraterrestrial origin.
So we've got Red channeling ancient energies to destroy alien eggs, Lucy hacking into their interdimensional network, and the sheriff, well, he's probably doing some good old-fashioned sheriffing, but what's the overall effect? Are they actually winning?
With their communication disrupted and their eggs destroyed, the creatures start to behave erratically, almost as if they're panicking. The entire alien nest pulsates with chaotic energy, the red glow intensifying. It's like the whole structure is on the verge of imploding.
It sounds like they've managed to turn the tide, but I'm sure it's not over yet. These creatures didn't travel across dimensions just to give up so easily.
You're absolutely right. This is just the calm before the storm. And just when it seems like the creatures are about to regroup and unleash their full might, something incredible happens.
Okay, don't leave us hanging. What happens? Do they open another interdimensional portal and call in reinforcements? Does a giant mothership appear in the sky?
No, it's something far more dramatic, more unexpected.
I'm on the edge of my seat here. Spill the cosmic beans.
The entire alien nest explodes in a blinding flash of light, a shockwave that reverberates through the canyon. The creatures are vaporized, the wound in reality seals shut, and the very air crackles with residual energy. It's a scene of utter devastation, a testament to the destructive power of whatever forces are at play here.
Wow, that's intense. Talk about going out with a bang. But what about our heroes? Did they survive the blast?
When the dust settles, they find Red, Lucy, and the sheriff battered and bruised but alive. Lucy's equipment is fried, the sheriff is barely conscious, and Red, well. He's standing there amidst the wreckage, the pendant still glowing faintly in his hand. It's a Pyrrhic victory, a victory achieved at a great cost. The canyon is scarred, the alien threat is neutralized. But the world they knew, the world where reality felt solid and secure, is gone.
It's a bittersweet ending, isn't it? They've saved the world, but at what cost? And what about Maybelline? Did they ever find her?
That's the haunting question that lingers at the end of this part of the story. The mystery of Maybelline's disappearance remains unsolved. The wound in reality is closed, the creatures are gone. But there's no sign of the sheriff's daughter.
So it's a victory, but a hollow one. They've defeated this immediate threat, but the scars run deep, both physically and emotionally. And the mystery of Maybelline's disappearance adds another layer of unease to his already unsettling tale.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even when we face the unimaginable and emerge victorious, there are always consequences, losses that can't be measured or easily forgotten. But the story doesn't end there. Red, despite his injuries and the emotional turmoil he's clearly experiencing, decides to walk back to his ranch, refusing any help.
That sounds like Red. Stoic, independent, carrying his burdens alone. But what's next for him? What about the pendant? Does it hold any clues to Maybelline's fate?
That night, back at the ranch, with the fire crackling and a sense of unease hanging heavy in the air, Red makes a decision. He removes the pendant, the source of so much power and mystery, and gives it to Lucy. He tells her to keep watching the skies, to be ready for whatever comes next.
It's a symbolic gesture, isn't it? He's passing the torch, entrusting the future to the next generation. But why, Lucy? And what about the pendant itself? What secrets does it hold? And will they ever find Maybelline?
Those are questions we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive. Stay tuned, alien enthusiasts. The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered.
Well, folks, we're back at the ranch, so to speak, after that wild ride through the Wyoming wilderness and that even wilder encounter with forces beyond our wildest imaginations.
It's been quite a paranormal probe, one that's challenged our perceptions of reality and left us with more questions than answers.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that whole wound in reality thing. It's like someone ripped a hole in the fabric of the universe and these things crawled right through.
It certainly makes you question what we think we know about the cosmos, doesn't it? What if there are other dimensions, other realities, existing just beyond our perception, waiting for the right conditions to bleed into our world?
Okay, now you're giving me goosebumps. But before we go full-blown multiverse theory, let's focus on what we do know. Red, our stoic rancher, faced down these creatures, armed with his grandfather's hunting knife and a mysterious pendant that seemed to amplify his power. What are your thoughts on that? Was it just adrenaline and sheer grit, or was there something more at play?
I think it's safe to say that Red tapped into something extraordinary. The way the pendant reacted to the alien presence, the surge of power he felt, the way he was able to disrupt those eggs, it all points to a deeper connection, a legacy perhaps, that we're only just beginning to understand.
It's like he inherited more than just a ranch and some old trinkets. He inherited a destiny, a role in this cosmic battle against, well, we don't even know what they were doing. They were like something out of a science fiction horror film, part organic, part machine, all nightmare fuel.
They defied our conventional understanding of biology and technology. It's as if they existed at the intersection of those two realms, blending flesh and metal in a way that was both fascinating and utterly terrifying.
Yeah, and let's not forget the altered Earth, the way the ground itself was changed, corrupted by their presence. It's like they weren't just invading our planet, they were rewriting its very code.
It suggests a level of power and sophistication that's almost incomprehensible. They were able to manipulate matter at a fundamental level, bending reality to their will.
Which makes their sudden and rather explosive demise all the more perplexing. What caused that chain reaction? Was it Red disrupting their eggs? Lucy messing with their tech? Or was it something else entirely?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's possible that they were overconfident, underestimating the resilience and ingenuity of those they sought to conquer. Or perhaps there was some internal flaw, some inherent instability in their technology or biology that ultimately led to their self-destruction.
It's a chilling thought that forces so powerful, so advanced, could be brought down by their own hubris or inherent weaknesses. It gives me hope that even in the face of overwhelming odds, we might find a way to survive, to adapt, to fight back.
That's the essence of the human spirit. We are a tenacious species, driven by curiosity, creativity, and an unwavering will to survive. And sometimes that's all it takes to tip the scales in our favor.
Speaking of tipping the scales, what about the pendant? Red entrusted it to Lucy, our intrepid astrophysicist. Do you think it holds the key to understanding this whole mess? Or maybe even a weapon against future threats?
I suspect the pendant is more than just a piece of jewelry. It's a conduit, a symbol of Red's family legacy and their connection to these events. Whether it holds specific answers or simply guides Lucy on her own path of discovery remains to be seen.
And then there's the lingering mystery of Maybelline, the sheriff's daughter. Is she lost forever in some alternate dimension? Or is there a chance she might still be found?
That's the heart-wrenching question that hangs over this entire story. The wound in reality is closed, but the scars remain. A constant reminder of the fragility of our existence and the sacrifices made in the face of the unknown.
It's a sobering thought. We've journeyed from the familiar comfort of a Wyoming ranch to the unsettling depths of a cosmic mystery, encountering creatures that defy our understanding and facing questions that challenge the very fabric of reality.
But through it all, we've witnessed the courage and ingenuity of ordinary people facing extraordinary circumstances. And perhaps that's the most profound takeaway from this paranormal probe. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit endures.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this episode of the True Alien Podcast. But before we go, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this strange tale? Do you believe in the possibility of other dimensions? The alien encounters that defy our understanding? Share your theories and experiences in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to rate and follow the show for more True Alien stories. Until next time, keep your eyes in the skies and stay curious, my friends.